My name's Adam, and this story is something I never thought I'd tell publicly. Not because I'm ashamed, but because it changed everything I used to believe about love, trust, and what it means to rebuild yourself after being destroyed by the person you trusted most. It all started about 3 years ago. I had just gotten a new job in the city, working long hours trying to build a better future for both of us. Her name was Clara. We met during college, and back then she was everything I thought I wanted. Bright, funny, and the kind of person who made you feel like the world slowed down when she smiled. When we graduated, we moved in together. Small apartment, cheap rent, broken walls, but I loved it because it was ours. At first, everything felt perfect. We'd cook dinner together, laugh about stupid things, fall asleep talking about our dreams. I used to look at her and think, yeah, this is my person. My forever, but forever ended sooner than I thought. It started with small changes. She became distant, not cold, just distracted. She'd always be on her phone, texting someone, smiling in that quiet way, like she was holding in a secret. When I asked who it was, she said, just a friend from work. I didn't think much of it. I trusted her completely. I was too busy working overtime, trying to get promoted, so I could finally afford the kind of life she dreamed about. Then she started coming home late. Sometimes she said it was because of work dinners or team meetings. Other times she said her friends wanted a girls' night out. I never wanted to be that jealous boyfriend who controls her. So I believed her. I told myself trust means not questioning every little thing. But deep down, something started to feel off. The laughter was gone. The I love you texts became shorter, colder, mechanical. And every time I looked at her, I saw less of the woman I fell in love with and more of a stranger who barely looked up from her phone. One night, I came home early. I had left work halfway because I wanted to surprise her with dinner, candles, her favorite pasta, even the wine she loved. When I opened the door, everything was quiet. But there was one thing that didn't fit. Her shoes were by the door, and another pair of shoes I didn't recognize. Men's shoes. My heart sank, but my mind refused to believe it. I walked to our bedroom. The door was half open, and all I could hear was laughter. Quiet, close, familiar, but wrong. My hands were shaking when I pushed the door open. And in that single second, my world shattered. She was there, with him, not even caring that I came home early, not even pretending to feel guilty. Just surprise, like she was caught doing something casual. I didn't shout. I didn't break anything. I just stood there, feeling everything inside me collapse. She said my name once, quietly, but I couldn't even respond. I walked out, left the apartment, and sat in my car for hours, staring at the steering wheel, trying to understand how someone could destroy so much love so easily. That night, I packed a bag and moved out. I didn't text her, didn't ask for closure, because there's no explanation that makes betrayal feel okay. She tried calling me the next morning. I didn't answer. She sent long messages about how it just happened and that she didn't mean to hurt me. But when someone lies to you that deep, even their apologies sound fake. The months after were hell. I couldn't sleep. I'd replay that moment over and over in my head. Every laugh, every look we shared started to feel like a lie. I stopped going out, stopped talking to friends, buried myself in work. Some days I hated her. Some days I missed her. But mostly I hated myself for not seeing it coming. Then, slowly, I started to rebuild. I began hitting the gym, not out of vanity, but to clear my mind. I spent more time improving at work. I got promoted, moved into a better place, started meeting new people. And somewhere in the middle of all that pain, I realized losing her was the best thing that ever happened to me. Because the man I became after she left was someone I actually respected. I didn't need her validation anymore. I learned to love being alone, and when I finally started smiling again, it wasn't because of anyone else. It was because I finally liked myself. A year later, she texted me, out of nowhere. It was a simple, hey. I ignored it. Then another one. I miss you. I still didn't respond. Finally, she sent a long message saying she was sorry, that she made the biggest mistake of her life, and that she was no longer with him. Apparently, he had cheated on her, too. Karma doesn't always hit fast, but when it does, it hits right where it hurts. She said she wanted to meet for coffee. Just to talk. I agreed, not out of hope, but curiosity. When I saw her, she looked different, tired, lost. The confidence she once had was gone. She told me she'd been struggling, lost her job, friends drifted away, and that guy she left me for disappeared after using her. She said, "You were the only one who ever truly loved me." And I believed her, but I didn't feel anything. Not hate, not love, just peace. I smiled and said, "I hope you find what you're looking for." Then I stood up, paid for her coffee, and walked away. That was the last time I ever saw her. I didn't block her, didn't curse her. I just erased her from my story. Because people like that don't deserve the energy it takes to hate them. Now, 3 years later, my life is better than ever. I've built my career, I travel, I've met people who value honesty and loyalty. Sometimes I still think about the past, not with pain, but with gratitude. Because every betrayal is a lesson. Every heartbreak is a new beginning. If you're watching this and someone broke you the way she broke me, listen. Don't waste your time chasing answers. Don't beg for closure. Just rebuild yourself so strong that one day they'll regret losing you, but you won't even care. That's the real karma.